This is where everything starts. Not with an explosion, not even with Goldorak. It starts with a boy in a barn and another falling from the sky. We meet Actarus, quiet, focused, living on Earth under a false name, hiding in plain sight on a ranch, carrying a past no one around him understands. From the very first moment, he's not just a hero, he's someone in hiding. Not just from others, but maybe from himself. He moves hay with the kind of stillness that only comes from deep grief. He doesn't talk much, doesn't need to. You feel the weight in his silences, the way he turns away from others, the way he looks up at the stars, not with wonder, but with memory. And then comes Alcor, full of questions, theories, excitement. He's fast, smart, driven. He wants to connect with whatever's out there, and he's convinced he's ready. But what happens when someone who wants to make first contact meets someone who already has, and barely survived it? The ones who destroyed Actarus' planet are still out there. They call themselves the Vega Empire. No peace, no negotiation, just conquest. And now, they've set their sights on Earth. That's this episode. Alcor sees the universe as a frontier. Actarus sees it as a graveyard. That difference is everything. Alcor pushes forward, asks questions, follows strange lights, even when he's warned not to. He believes knowledge will protect him. And honestly, I get that. He wants to be useful, he wants to matter. But Actarus? He's already been where Alcor is headed. His planet is gone, and now he's trying to hold together a second life on Earth. He doesn't want to open any more doors, he just wants one to stay closed. So when Alcor shows up, loud, direct, asking about his saucer, Actarus barely even looks at him. That indifference, it's not pride, it's protection. Because the moment he sees Alcor for real, he'll have to act. He'll have to care. And he's already lost enough. This isn't a story about whether the world is in danger. It is. It's about whether Actarus can afford to let himself be seen again, and what it will cost him when he does. Giant robot shows are supposed to start with explosive battles and flashy transformations, but what if the most powerful story was actually about the cost of hiding who you really are? This episode completely turns that expectation on its head. There's this moment. Actarus is in the field, alone, playing guitar under a red moon. No one's watching. He doesn't speak. He just plays. And then he breaks. You see it. His shoulders tense. His hand freezes on the strings. It's exactly where everything comes to a head. That moment of vulnerability where we finally see beneath the careful facade he's built. He doesn't want to fight.
Je ne veux plus le piloter. J'ai trouvé une planète si belle.
He doesn't want to climb back into that thing, because Goldorak isn't just a machine. It's everything he lost. Everything he had to steal just to survive. But then Alcor goes up, chasing peace, chasing proof, and they shoot him down, because that's what Vega does. And in that second, Actarus doesn't hesitate. He rides, he transforms, he becomes again, and Goldorak rises. Goldorak isn't just a robot. It's the last weapon of a dying planet. And now, it's the only thing standing between Earth and the Empire that destroyed his home. One thing this episode does so well? It waits. There's no dramatic reveal of Goldorak right away. No flashy transformation at the start. It holds that moment back. Builds tension with glances, with quiet, with stillness. And when it finally breaks, that motorcycle dive into the lake, it hits. Not because it's loud, but because it's earned. That dive is a literal plunge into his past, into the identity he's been trying to keep submerged. You feel why he didn't want to do this, and you feel why he does it anyway. This episode isn't about a fight, it's about what it costs to stop running. About choosing to protect a world that doesn't even know it's in danger. So here's my question. Have you ever felt like Actarus? Like the only way to keep going was to stop hiding? As a kid, I didn't understand a word of this. Literally, the show was in French and I wasn't fluent. But I felt it. I didn't need subtitles to know that Actarus was sad, that something in him had cracked, that even when he stood tall, something inside stayed bowed. And now, I still feel it. Except now I understand that the real transformation in this episode wasn't the robot. It was the choice to stop pretending, to fight, even when it hurts, to let someone see who you really are, even if they're not ready. This was just the beginning. And even now, All these years later, it still feels like something big is waking up.